You ain't about that life.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Salute, 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 salute.
Yeah.
Salute. Tim Low, salute. It's Gemini, you already know. Love you like cuckoo. What's good? You know, we're
in the building, you heard?
Big chop in the building, man.
Chop.
You know,
peace of love, man. Peace of love to the platform. Man.
You know,
peace of love to the platform.
Man, I gotta trying to think how to do this. I got a quick public service announcement before we get in. You know, before we get into Chopper. You know, I'm definitely kind of sprint through it. You know, y'all seen the thumbnail? It's
Don't drop the soap.
Uncle Nick, salute, fam, salute. Appreciate the pull up, man. Listen,
what's
man.
good, Uncle Nick?
As y'all see for the thumbnail, man.
For life.
Do not pick up the soap, man. You know, do not, under any circumstances, man, pick up the soap, man. Listen, you know.
Tim Low, salute.
Listen, it gets crazy when you pick up the soap. Oh, man, you know.
You can't get back up.
It's real, boy!
Don't pick up the soap.
Yeah.
It's real, boy!
Don't pick up the soap, man. Listen, we're gonna get into this, man. You know, let me go find it real quick so that y'all can see.
Shangar, salute. You already blessed.
Salute,
blessing.
You already know, man. Yeah, don't pick up the soap.
Yeah, King of all roots.
Yeah, the sound effect.
I'm gonna pause this for a second, man. We're gonna get right into this, man. We're gonna get right into, you know, it's the reason why we say don't pick up the soap, man. Because when I seen this, it threw me for a loophole. You know, all my people traveling, all, you know, if you got loved ones in any facility,
come on, Low.
Do not pick up the soap, man. Listen, let's get into it, man. Hold on, let me share my screen real quick. So
Germany, salute. Positive. Salute. We got Germany in the building.
Hotels throw out millions of bars of used soap every week. But they don't have to throw the trash.
What the box?
Recycling soap can be as simple as shaving the surface with potato peelers.
We would sit here and just scrape it off and make sure it was cleaned up and good to go.
That was 14 years ago. Today,
no!
14 years ago.
No!
Scrape off the top.
Just scrape it up, man. Listen, they scrape off the pubic hairs.
Shit up real good.
Oh man, listen. Don't pick up the soap, man. Oh man.
Sean Seekler's company, Clean the World, runs a factory that can handle thousands of bars an hour. And across the Atlantic, France, the team at Unisoap turns the bars into new bars they say are completely sanitary. Both companies donate their products to the homeless and children in developing countries.
Listen, I understand countries need our help.
Yeah, but not like
that. Don't give them that. No, man. No, listen, United States, we're not doing that bad that we're going to give people our O's used hotel soap. Allegedly. Man, listen, do not pick up the soap, man. Whatever you, man, listen, this is terrible. Man, what
As these
type of
nonprofits perfect the process,
Imagine the motherfucking jail soap.
hotels have started
man?
to cut
Listen,
back on
you can imagine
individually
what the
wrapped
jail soap
hygiene
is.
products, and some countries are even considering banning them entirely. We traveled to France
should
and
ban
Florida
them.
to see how these two companies help people
Man, look at
clean
this,
themselves.
man.
with
No,
bar
man.
waste.
No.
A second-hand bar of soap
Man,
is
Man,
as
I'm
gross
doing my
as it
own
makes.
shit.
Listen. That means when you go use the bathroom, salute Big Dice. We see you, fam. Quick, big salute. Listen, when you go use the bathroom in them hotels and you wash your hand,
Big Dice.
other
What's
people who was
good,
in there had the same soap. Oh, man.
Liquid soap, man.
Oh, listen, bring your own soap, your own
Exactly.
pillowcases, your own
All that
sheets.
shit.
Right.
Listen, do not pick up the soap, man. Listen, please. This is terrible, man.
I used to wash my
Yes,
hands with that
there's
shit.
probably dirt, hair,
Oh,
dead
yeah.
skin cells, and bacteria on there.
Nah,
But when you wash,
nah.
soap molecules bind to the germs and natural oils on your skin. While these molecules attract grease and grime, they repel water. Running water pushes the soap molecules.
Let me pause this, man. And y'all wonder why when you go use these soaps, people face be breaking out, body parts breaking. Man, that's because it's reused soap, man. They just grinded it down, put it in the machine, and remade it.
But you said they put bleach in there, though, right? You said they put bleach in there, so.
Listen, what that's even worse. Man, that's even worse, man. Gary Minor, salute, man.
They disinfected, man. You good, son.
Listen, no, man. No, you're not good, man. Listen.
They put Fabuloso on it, though.
Listen.
How you know what's in the motherfucking regular soap?
I don't know, but at least I got, man, go get them that black soap, man.
At least it smells better.
I'm gonna have to get with the African brothers and go get me some black soap, man. I'm not using man, no more, man. Listen, if they allegedly, if they're giving this soap back to hotels, they giving it back to hospitals, they giving it back to jails. Listen, if you got a loved one in any type of facility, man, send them some hygiene products, man. Or they gonna use this. Let me finish playing this video, man.
Along with all that captured filth off your skin, safely away from you. So even a contaminated bar is safe to clean your hands with.
No!
The bar of soap may have microbes on it, but it probably won't make you sick. In fact, the simple act of hand washing can wash away something as serious as the
man, this is no good, man.
Still, both Unisoap and Clean the World follow extra guidelines.
You scraping up all the pubic hairs?
Yeah.
No, man. No, listen.
Yeah,
listen, man. Listen,
thousands of people scraping that shit off.
Thousands of people done used them bars of soap, man, and left it, But first of all,
okay.
Salute to the people that clean the rooms, man. They tell them, gather them used bars of soap, man. Put them in a plastic bag and ship them. Listen, not only the soap, it's all the personal, female, man, it's all that soap combined, and then they take it to a center, and then they got people separating it, and then they throw it in the machine, man, and grind it down. Oh, nah, man. Man, listen, this is bad, man.
Hotels in France.
Une semaine de collecte.
Gary Minor. Shit, I didn't know either, bro.
No,
First,
man.
all grime left
what
from the
the hell
guests must be removed.
Glad I wasn't using that
peelers
shit
into
anyway.
a table to take off the outer layers.
Man, look what they doing, man.
Cutting that crap.
The peelers are razor sharp, so workers wear special gloves to protect their fingers. They inspect every bar. The company claims scraping alone is enough to maintain a sanitary process.
Oh, man. This is crazy, man.
L'étape de nettoyage est une étape qui est longue, qui est fastidieuse. Et on avait souvent
diseases and shit.
Man, listen.
Il fallait qu'on trouve une solution.
So Pauline worked for an engineer.
Yo, you ain't watching all this, man. Come on.
No, hold on. Okay. I got another video for y'all real quick.
Oh. Okay.
And then we gonna jump in the chopper interview and get them. Wait, go upstairs or something.
There's some people get in the building. All right, Matt, salute.
Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Peace and love.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me share the screen again, y'all. Just bear with me, y'all. Man, this is
millions of bars
with this
every week. But they don't have to go in the trash. Today, Sean Siepler's in the world runs a factory that can handle thousands of bars an hour. The used soap comes from thousands of hotels around the world, adding up to about...
Listen, this was crazy, right? I see people when they go to these hotels, they take them bars of soap home, man. No, don't pick up the soap, man. Listen, leave that shit there, man.
1.4 million rooms. A giant machine called a refiner cleans the dirt and hair from the top layers, pushing out uniform noodle-like strands from all the differently sized bars. Those strands get heated and mixed with a solution of water and bleach for 7 to 8 minutes to sanitize them. A conveyor belt brings the sterilized mix to a final refiner before it gets molded.
This is crazy, man.
A long bar of recycled soap rolls out from the extruder as it's cut into individual bars.
This is crazy, man.
Ready for the telly.
Yeah, listen.
Ready for the telly.
Listen, hotels, motels, whatever.
Oh, there is. Go ahead and say it.
I ain't gonna hotel. But they all in on it, man. They, go on, collect that, used bar soap and send it on to the grinding factory, and they're gonna just, bleach, a little bit of bleach, a little bit of water, make them little noodles. Man, this is terrible, man.
That's everybody disgusting ass bar soap that they left in the fucking shower in the telly. And they grinding everybody's fucking
listen,
but
bring your own.
Now you know.
One thing y'all learned today. Bring your own pillowcase, the mattress cover, sheets.
Now, what you tell them? Don't pick up the soap.
Don't pick up the soap
where you see it at.
Definitely don't pick up the soap.
Leave that shit right there. Don't pick up the soap.
But yeah, that's our good content for the day. For everybody who's here, let me do a grand intro to this individual, man. I'm so glad that this individual reached out to me because I honestly didn't know who the brother was. Salute, GGS. I see you, fam. Listen, in this culture, we run across a lot of individuals, man. A lot of teams, a lot of people, and finally, when you get to meet some of these individuals and find out who's who and what's what, it's a beautiful thing, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Chopper take this time to introduce himself, and then we're gonna reflect back.
Peace and love, y'all. First of all, yeah, man, I'm Chopper, man. Chopper, easy, cool breeze Chopper right here from the Bronx, what you need to know, just throw the questions at me. I'll let you know, man. I'm open book.
Again, listen, we gonna go back to the hands of time.
Yeah, go back to the roots, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? Where you from?
Yeah, originally from the North Bronx,
Okay.
Right? And it's a whole different angle coming from the Bronx when you talk about this whole low thing, especially from back in that time. So yeah, man, it was a different thing because I first got into low, I guess you would say the first year of high school, my freshman year.
What school you went to?
LaGuardia High School in Manhattan.
Okay.
Right next to King. Yeah, we used to get into it. LaGuardia and King used to get into it every summer, all the time. People know about
what year was that? What years was that?
91. That was
91.
Yeah.
91. Yeah, that was a good year.
91 was cool, but that was my intro. So coming from uptown, you know, I'm used to a certain steez, if you will, and I'm getting exposed now to like the rest of the city because I don't really go out to like other boroughs unless it's like family related or friend related or something like that. I'm not just coming out to Brooklyn just like that. At that age, I should say. But I start to explore when I get to the first year of high school. Now, my very first low exposure, I never forget it. I was in the first week of high school. I was in the cafeteria and I seen what I now know is the basketball team, but they was all load out and I never seen this before. I never seen a combination of hood and prep. That was brand new to me. So seeing brothers with, I say, gold fronts and frames, that combination was like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? It looked like they had their own little fraternity thing going on to the side. They was fresh, but you know, they wasn't corny. And it was just like something new. It was like a fraternity. I was like, okay, there's some new stuff. You know what I mean? You learning about life when you get to a high school like that, because it's a 5-borough high school, as opposed to like a zone high school. So you get exposed to a lot of stuff, especially when it's a specialized one that deals with the arts and stuff like that. You get exposed to some stuff. So
right.
Yeah, man. I remember my first year I ran into my homie, now rest in peace, Kwanzaa. Sized me up from uptown. He's a decent. Just sized me up, you know, somebody.
Yeah, hit that like button.
And I was like, okay, this is gonna. He later find out he was like, you know, basically the school bully and all that. But we became mad cool because come to find out, son, like jokes. And I realized that jokes I could use to save my tail. And that's what I ended up doing. And I came cool with people off of some cool vibes like that and stuff. And
hold on, yeah. You went a little fast, man.
Yeah, I'm all over. I'm all over chopping it up.
Yeah, that's why we gotta ask them questions.
Yeah, you know? so the Deceps was in the school and they kind of pressed you.
Now one. There was a couple, you know, sprinkled, but it was one that was everybody knew was that dude, and that was Kwanzaa.
Okay, shout out to
Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
salute to Kwanzaa.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
Sorry to hear that, man. My condolences.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Ended up being a school teacher. Teaching. Yeah. I met him in the subway, you know, years before he passed.
I know he was a good school teacher.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
To see what he used to do, to see him suited up, you know, go to school talking about, you know, teaching kids, I was amazed. It was a 360 amazing moment. But yeah, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
no doubt. So you know, I got, you know, definitely some questions lined up for you, because when you reached out to me, right? Like I said, you know, even though we was talking and chopping up, I really didn't know who you were until you told me. So if you could just let the people know who you were, well, who you introduced yourself to me as,
Oh, okay.
And this way we can go back.
Yeah. Okay. We
as to the before what you disclosed to me.
Okay. Well, yeah, the founder RPC.
Okay, the founder of RLPC.
The founder.
Now we're gonna go back because RLPC is alive and well. They kicking, good, honorable brothers, brothers and sisters. My hats off to them. But like I said, I've done
well respected in the culture.
Yes, I've done several events with RPC, but I did not know Chopper. I always thought
this was the miss.
Yes, I always thought that Classic was RLPC's general, the founder, the head honcho, the whatever.
He's the general. He's the general. Okay. He is the head honcho.
Okay. So, I need you to take us back. Let's slowly walk back to before y'all formed RLPC. This way, everybody can kind of catch up to speed with what RPC was, what they are now, so on and so forth, and how Chopper.
Yeah. This for the history books right here, man. This is forever.
Founder, we need to know. They need to know what type of work you put in.
Because I never had a clue. Listen,
when you a founder, that's a higher, echelon of that's you the founder. You the founder. I need to know how this came, how this was formulated. So
man. Because a lot of people don't even know, and that's history, bro. And this is what I talk about with the hidden history. You know what I'm saying? You got people follow this culture, this movement for real, and they done studied the fucking history better than us. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting texts, I'm glad you dropping that real shit, facts, no bullshit. You know what I mean? Because this shit been hidden so long, we didn't know nothing. You get it? So that's why you here, son. All we want is the facts so we can patch this shit in. Because I'm like, I'm behind the scenes like, oh shit, word? Chopper was what? Word? And it's like, if you don't tell your story, who will?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely need the before.
That's the purpose of this. Yeah.
First of all, let's go before RPC because I want to get to the acronym of RPC chains as well. So what drew you to the culture? Was it when you seen them kids in the school and basketball and like
it was
where did Chopper make his stake his claim? Like, you know what? I'm just gonna run with it.
It was, as simple as it seems. Seeing that first impression hit me and changed more or less my life to this day because it's been an influence in everything that I do. So people know me for that, and it has a lot to do with that first. I can see it right now, literally, because I have this photographic memory problem. So I could literally see him on that side of the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting and they was chilling. One, one foot up, the other one, and it's I could see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could play it in my mind. I could see it whenever I want to, if I want that inspiration of where it came from. I remember the Feli headband. I remember the USA. I remember the polo tennis. This is only 91, so you didn't see no stadium. It wasn't no stadium stuff. It was a nice 91 ITs that I didn't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about ITs. And then I realized a little later than that, there's a little beef, uptown in Brooklyn beef. That's a whole nother thing. So me coming out to Brooklyn on the regular was a whole another crazy feat that people was like, how can you, or why do you? They didn't realize the love was heavy. But it's deep. It got into every facet of my life. You know what I mean? Even church, because I was raised in the church. You know what I mean? We used to do church trips out of state to I don't know if y'all know about that, going to the outlets. Used to get busy.
Yeah.
We used to get busy on the trips. You know what I'm saying? Like that,
they just throw the bus trips and shit. Yeah. We sneak on the bus with a collar shirt, go out there, tear the motherfucking malls up.
I'm glad he said that because I needed to know, was he, just like shout out to DJ Scripts, man. He kind of informed us his family was more so heavy from the islands, and they didn't play that stealing.
Oh no, that's the same thing. It wasn't a joke. That can't be known, you know what I'm saying, unless your parents was that gully life liver, you know what I mean? And that wasn't the case with mine. Strict West Indian background, man. Strict West Indian, 2 different islands, you know what I mean? So Trinidad and Montserrat. So it wasn't no joke. It wasn't no real joke.
So your emergence into the low fashion world wasn't through theft, allegedly. It was more so you was buying your low.
Well, at first, and then I didn't because I didn't realize, mind you, this is brand new, so I'm not realizing how they're getting this.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I never, I'm seeing 1 piece a month, and then I'm not seeing too much repeats, and I'm catching on that this is something, G'ing and boosting and stuff, and then I started getting into that my freshman year and started doing that with everything. I mean, because I was an art major, and I don't know if y'all remember Pearl Paint. Shout out to Pearl Paint. Everybody got busy in Pearl Paint.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all familiar with Pearl Paint, man. That was like this for all the graph artists. Y'all should definitely know Pearl Paint. They closed it down now, down Canal Street, man.
Yeah. I wasn't part of the graffiti crew. Unfortunately, that. Don't get me wrong. Every now and then I throw my name up on the subway but you had some hardcore graph heads. I wasn't one of them. I wasn't the break dancer. I was.
Me neither. I wasn't really. I just knew that was that's an orthodox spot. So you know what I mean.
Allegedly, I was out of different mall. I was out the sticker kick.
Boy.
I ain't
hamburger.
Fortunately enough, I ain't had the skills to draw and all that other stuff, man.
Skills, man.
So. The people don't know, but I know you are extremely skilled behind the camera, right? How did your passion for the camera help you merge into the culture from what you know now, as far as the low life culture?
Well, my pops was a photographer, first of all, so he did that more of a hobbyist type of thing, but I started to get into it more of a business because people took me seriously. So I used to work for alltheparties.com, one of the biggest party photography websites in the city. Taking pictures of celebrities and all that. And around the time when the low thing started to pick back up, I'm gonna give y'all a timeline a little later on, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean. But around the mid-late 2000s, I guess, probably going into 2010ish, whenever Rack started doing his thing, he started having parties, and I was that photographer for the parties that he had.
Let's stop right there for a second.
Yeah.
So Rack Low, everybody know what, shout out to Rack Low. Right now they're in France, doing it up. Real huge for the culture. So you met Rack through your camera? I'm trying to understand.
Met Rack through the culture, through the websites during that time. When I told you I was going to talk about that timeline, I'm going to explain why I said that. Because during the time when people started to get back up in the culture, because there was a dead period when they started getting back. Rack was already in it, of course. Him and Thirst, we know, was the upfront faces as far as hip hop and low is concerned. So he was exposed to me, and I gravitated to him when I got into this, which was new to. Well, it was new as far as some of the people that I did not ever see and meet before. Because when I was in high school, I didn't really meet too many low lives. I met other teams like, LP, FAP,
Shout out to LP, man.
Definitely, Skelly, Easy. You know what I mean? So like those different teams, I didn't, I mess with more or less, but I didn't really run into like those brand name names, if you will. You know what I mean? But
okay, so
through
you
the degrees of separation, definitely, definitely, and that's the same network that was used to start RPC was that degree of separation. Everybody knew each other through somebody. It wasn't just getting in. But that's later on. Yeah, man. So I digressed a little bit, bro. Bring me back.
all right. Let me bring you back. You and Rack link up. I mean,
right. Where did we? How did we link up? Right. All right.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
So as far as like on on the internet, you met interacted with different people, social media, and this and that, and then doing deals.
Now, was this Facebook or was that MySpace? Was it Twitter?
Right, so you got me some questions I ain't gonna be able to answer because I don't remember. So I know that this was more or less either if it was Facebook, it had to be like some kind of low group or something. If not, it had to have been Vintage Gear Addicts or Show Your Low, which were the two primary low platforms at the time.
Okay.
So I'm now that I'm scratching my forehead, I believe that it was actually Vintage Gear Addicts, because that was where a lot of the heads really got put back onto the low thing. Okay, so I would say there, and you correspond and you find out I do photography. I put my talent out there like, yo, this is what I do, and more or less. I don't even know if he remembered this, but he branded me as the official low light photographer. But yeah, I was in the clubs with him, doing the photography and all that. People remember. If you see the pictures, I made the logo. You know what I mean? So I do graphic design as well. So yeah, I did that logo for him and all that. You know what I mean? Peace.
Let me make sure.
Peace, Rack. Nobody talks about Chopper, man.
All right, so wait. Because like I said, again, your name didn't ring no bells to me because
listen. I'm the
I'm
the biggest person you never heard about, bro.
You were the cameraman, but again, so what happened between? All right, let me make sure I ask this question correctly. I'm not quite sure who said it, but they came on the platform. They said most teams are formed when there's some form of controversy, or there's a dislike of something,
inspiration,
or inspired by. So what? What happened between you and Rack to make you say, you know what? I need my own team. I'm gonna shit.
Ain't nothing near that, man.
And like I said, this is not to demean nobody. This is not to. All we doing is telling the truth.
Right. The truth is nothing near that. It had nothing to do with form. Rack ain't got nothing to do with RPC form. That was inspiration, like Big Blue said. I was when I was at the early exposure of this whole low thing and seeing it for the first time again after that whole dark ages period where low was whack and it fell off. Remember, I was very heavily inspired by them dudes in the cafeteria.
Okay.
It was another inspiration to see low back again. That hit me heavy. So I'm like, yo, such and such. And I'm seeing these faces to the names I heard back in the days. I never knew them, but I heard these. And I was like, oh, say that's such and such and such. And I'm thinking, yo, I remember them days. You know what I'm saying? I remember linking up with heads and doing things. You know what I'm saying? They ain't necessarily got to be boosting, but you linked up. You just had fun. Boosting was part of the fun. It wasn't like, yo, you know what I mean? It was just, that's what we did. Yeah, you probably go back some chicks. You know what I'm saying? You probably, you know what I mean? It was just something that you did with the boys. So I just thought about having that whole vibe back. And here's one of the things about having that vibe back. It's something that's unexplainable connection that you ain't really got to explain when you meet because y'all from that same time, so you ain't got to get into it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's like you meet somebody from the same.
And I'm just going to do this just for the people that don't know about the culture. So there was a lot of times where we did things where we just went down Bargain Bazaar, right? Downtown Brooklyn, took pictures. Or we went in Ivy Square Mall. Or we went in the city, and flicked it up, chopped it up, meet females, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So I understand when you see somebody from back then, you know, because we didn't really have social media when I was growing up. We had no. Your name was just social media, you know. So for you to run into some people that still it's bringing you back. Even like when I show some of these pictures, it's bringing you back to an era when you could remember how the female used to look at you when you got on XYZ piece. You know, if you didn't have XYZ piece, you might have traded to get it. You didn't probably didn't boost, but you knew a booster, and then you got it for a good price. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. So I understand. You know, I understand the fascination with that era, and not everybody was a tough guy, man. Not everybody was super trite.
Right,
you know,
right. I was definitely
you had
not
some
that of that
you know,
that tier.
you had, you know,
you know what I mean?
everybody can't be, you know, Batman. You know, people wasn't even Robin. They, you know, they wasn't even part of the Justice League at all. They was, you know, just lived in the area and just seeing the results of missions. So, you know, like I said, coming from the lens of a camera, when you're a cameraman, you're very observant. So I understand that you was observing the culture and so on and so forth.
Right.
I just want to know what occurred with you and your passion with rap that made you say, I need my own team.
There's no connection there. I'm trying to tell you. No connection. No connection.
So
connection. The RPC Foreman was strictly off of inspiration, like seeing that, yo, this thing is coming back. Suppose it actually came back the way it was originally. And I seen that it really wasn't. And I'm like, yo, it would be nice. That was the gist of the dream. And it was an actual dream. I couldn't sleep and all that. Like, it was a dream. The give back stuff that was in it. Like, it was a dream. It wasn't like.
What did ROPC mean when you founded it?
Rock low proper click.
Rock low
proper.
Rock low
proper click. Because it was something where, all right, that was one of the things that was one of the things at the time that you saw, and you can tell one of them unspoken things was how you rock your low. You know what I mean? You have some people that put it on, but they don't know how to rock it. And it was, you know, I was peeping that. Like, I want a team at least that knows how to rock low, and you don't have to tell them because they're from that era, and there's a lot of stuff that you don't really have to tell them. Like, how to put your jeans in your low boots. You know what I mean? Like, little stuff, like, you know, how to rock, you know, stuff you don't have to explain. You know what I mean?
I got to go back to ask you a founder question now.
Yes, sir.
As the founder, who was your first 2 or 3 recruits? Like, who can you say I was responsible for linking XYZ? You're the founder. You know, if I found, you know, UWL, I'm one of the founders of UWL. So I can tell you, I put XYZ on, XYZ on, XYZ. These was my, you know, first 6, 7 born, or whatever you want to call it, right? Who did you personally, can you say that, you know, I'm personally responsible for
putting them on to the, all right. So I had
to RPC.
Right, when it was originally, like the first 9. All right, so one of them is Trey, right? And he was a very important piece of RPC because he was the youngest, and one of the things that I wanted to do with RPC was not only have us, but have like a younger generation. You know what I mean? Because you can't just be a 60-year-old, 70-year-old, and nothing passed on. You know what I mean? So I wanted to have that to kind of bridge the gap between the generations. That was the whole purpose of having.
So you talking about back? So you talking about back in 91?
No. This is the beginning of RPC. Now RPC, we talking about like 2008. We're not talking about like.
Okay, yeah. So the original, when you found it, it was 2008.
Right. RPC started 2008. I'm just talking. The early stuff is just my low experience, and you know, there's no RPC. I later learned that there was a team called RPC from that time. That's a whole next story. But yeah, crazy.
So,
But I
so
never
the
did.
RPC is not the team with you, Classic, and all of y'all. You talking
From
about
back
a
in the
whole
day,
nother?
nah. That was a whole nother thing. I don't even know how many. It probably was like 4 or 5 of them. But just to find out that there was actually an RPC from that time was crazy to me, because I wasn't even, I was nowhere near there, when I was thinking about or conceiving something called RLPC.
So when y'all found out that there was another team named,
this is way later, by the way. This is way later, and we was like, all right, we was big by them, so it's like,
Okay. All right,
yeah.
got you.
So was it a polo team? What type of team? I mean,
them? Yeah. They
Yeah.
was there. They got busy. You know what I mean? They got busy. It was part of the culture. You probably could ask some heads that probably could tell you better than me, because it was pictures that I remember seeing on social media. So I can't really call
and
that.
this separate then. All right, who is the?
You wanted to know who was the what, first 9 or what?
Let me bring it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with the idea?
Yeah.
Was your man Trey like, yo, Chopper? You know what? We need to do our own shit. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't. All right. Let me explain how it started then, because what you thinking, it wasn't because of something that it started. The inspiration was there. I had met Classic before the inspiration. I was like, yo, Classic, this is the vibe. It would be nice, and everything that I explained to you before about how I wanted the team to be. A lot of the people from the original 9 is Classic peoples. Okay. So Classic. If you ask me who put on who, that's Classic.
Okay, so Classic was the recruiter.
I don't want to call him a recruiter, because it wasn't like he was doing that. We was really just like, we was just cool. The vibe, like, yo,
somebody had to be the recruiter. And
so you already had. Well, basically, y'all ain't recruit no new members. It was like y'all already knew each other.
These people was on the social media platform. They was on the social media platform, and we was like, okay,
yeah,
this person, they got that vibe. They got that vibe. And then you find, okay, Son. Okay, yeah, I used to run with him back in the day, and that kind of vibe. And then RPC formed like that, because there's a connection. It's like a web. Like, we all connected through somebody, through that degrees of separation I was talking about earlier.
That's my other question.
Yeah,
because like me, Big Boo, Dog, we grew up together. We grew up in the same area. We family, right?
Right.
None of the 9 born grew up in the same area.
Nah, they did. But remember, I'm way, I'm in the X, way in the top of the Bronx.
So wait, let me make sure I understand this now. So
yeah.
As the founder, you the only one that from the Bronx. Everybody else was from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn, but I was used to making that trip from the Bronx to Brooklyn since high school, so it was nothing. I was always in Brooklyn.
Okay. That had to be difficult, man.
Nah, it wasn't.
Peace, wide salute.
No, not the transporting, back and forth. The fact of, I could imagine if I grew up, like I said, me and Big Boo, we grew up. So I could imagine if somebody from Queens, came up and be like, yo, I'm the founder of UWL. I could imagine how me and Big Boo gonna feel like, yo, whoa, wait a minute now. This nigga, he ain't even from the job. What is he talking about?
Right.
You founder of UWL. That might be automatic static for you calling yourself the founder and you all the way from the Bronx.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Nowhere in the history books is it going to state the culture started for the Bronx. I'm just being honest.
The culture didn't start from the Bronx.
So he's saying he's not. So let me get this clear. So you're not you're one of the founders. So it's 9 founders, correct?
No, it's 9 founding members. I'm the founder.
Oh, so you are the founder, and a founder now. If it's only one founder, that means you had to put everybody else on, right?
Yeah,
unless
but it wasn't,
because if it happened like this, right? Just say y'all went to an event. You was already inspired. You went to an event, and all your dudes from online, you're already connected. You're meeting everybody in person now. You might be at an event, and y'all be like, "Yo, what up, man? Everybody got a good vibe. Yo, let's come up with our own name and our own team." If it didn't happen like that, and you picking like one person, you running it by Classic, yo, what's up, man? Yo, I think we should bump and Classic like, yeah, and we like, yo, holla at Trey.
Man, it was organic. We was like, yo, we just linked up, talked to people. The vibe just clicked. Like you have a conversation with somebody and it's like you knew them for years. It just kept happening. It was organic. Something was different about this team from the beginning.
But at least we got something straight. You're the founder of the RPC.
All right. Now
then the nine came about.
Now
part of the 9, the 8, if you want.
Part of the 9, yeah, the 8.
Right, so
came about.
My question is, right?
This is just missing from the history. You get
and
what I'm saying? We don't hear about it, so we trying to find out.
I can't control
to get to the part. Huh?
I can't control everybody's narrative, but my name does not come up, and I noticed that from a long time. So I just kept it like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I mean? People who know me, and people who don't. And I just left it so, because that's pretty much how I roll, like in general.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Here go another tough question for you, my brother. I need you to think back.
I
need you to think back.
I mean, it's facts, bro.
When ROPC,
it's facts.
The ROPC that you founded, right, or part of the formation of, right, when they linked with the low lives, meaning the some of the originals, right? Were you part of that ROPC team? Okay, yeah. Were you at the meeting that they had to incorporate ROPC into the low world, into the low life spectrum? As far as was you involved in that meeting?
It wasn't a meeting, but it was Classic handled that part, and he dealt with it, and it was dealt with. So it was an understanding, and it was confirmation, and it was done.
Time out now.
Come again.
Time out now. Wait a minute now.
What?
me, like I said, me, Big Boo Dog, we start ULL, right? You know what I mean? We came on the scene, like, yo, such and such and such ain't going right. We had applications. We started sending out applications like, yo, y'all want to be a part of, da-da-da. We part of the originals, da-da-da. We from the John, da-da-da, right? We had an application process. Did y'all have an application process, or was it just word of mouth?
It was created. Not at first, but it formed as we became more organized. Yeah, we do have an application process.
Now, were you involved in writing the bylaws?
Well, we both did, but that's more or less Classic's origination as far as that. So he spearheaded it. You know what I mean? Okay. I just confirmed or condoned it. But yeah, it was all we was on the same page with it. So it's not
Wait a minute now.
So because you know what I'm getting, and I'm just being straight up, bro.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing and what I'm getting is you the founder, but when it comes to recruiting, it's Classic. When it comes to spearheading and writing the bylaws, it's like Classic always come up. Okay, in the beginning you said Classic the general, salute the general. Okay, but you the founder. We want to know, what did you bring to the table as a founder? Because when you say a founder, it's the founder of ROPC. I don't know if it's the ROPC now or the beginning of ROPC, and we want to know what that stands for. Was it just some graffiti b-boy just going out hanging? It got nothing to do with polo, or if it was polo, we want to know. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The whole purpose was to bring back that essence, that element from back in the day.
And what element was that? I mean?
That low vibe.
Everything.
That I knew. Not everything. He couldn't bring back.
Yeah, we trying to find out what element was that.
The element.
What element?
The element that I knew. The low from head to toe. You ain't gotta ask how to rock low kind of thing.
Okay. Low head to toe.
You know what I mean? The dealing, which I thought was a very important part of this whole culture and still is. doing deals and all that. There, just
Yeah,
just what I was used to. Like that's pretty much most of it. As simple as it sounds, there's a lot with that. You know what I mean? Gene wasn't really a option because we too old for that, so it wouldn't even. Yeah. But as far as the organization, it was just the same vibe. It's hard for me to explain because it's I'm not used to explaining it. It's just
okay.
You just know.
We following you. Listen, we ain't trying to chat. We ain't trying hang you at the job. We just trying to
you try to get info, and that's cool. So
I mean, listen, that's what we here for.
Right.
You
That's what the show's about. So let me help you.
We trying to get info, but see, at the same time, right? You think you're in the interrogation room, but we over here like we got a lot of people. Man. Yo, tell you the truth. Remember Shannon, right? Remember Shannon yesterday? Before was it yesterday or the day before? Remember he's asking this. Yo, it's a lot of people in this culture. I want you to know who's official, who's not in your eyes, so I can know who is who and what, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 1,000 and 1,000 of people asking the same question. So when your name popped up, we was like, Chopper who? Chopper who? Chopper RFPC. He's a founder.
Mm-hmm.
What anybody never, So now we here, bro. Now we here. And we want to know
just the facts.
Who is Chopper, bro? Is Chopper somebody is a big part of this RLPC that's missing and hidden? You know what I'm saying?
Behind the scene person. Or was he the one of the driving forces to get
Because you got to think about it, Chopper. You got to think about it. Why your name is not being mentioned? You said it already in the show. So you got to think about it, because if you the founder of something, right? Just like if I fall back and Chip and Dogman and them take over, I know if I'm found, I don't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? Like the streets. I left the streets a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So when I'm running to them street niggas and all that, they going that way, I'm going this way. So if I fall back, whatever Dog and Chip and all the rest of them, they're gonna be like, shout out to Big Boo. He was one of the ones that pushed this shit and and just paying homage. So we trying to find out something is missing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That's why it was important. If the shit's spinning in the street, we trying to grab and get this shit right. You know what I mean? So now we got Chopper here, and we want to know, okay, is Chopper important to this RPC, or what's going on for the people, for the history? You know what I mean? So we already know Classic been doing his 1-2. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Now, what Chopper been doing in the RPC? Are you active in the RPC? Are you non-active? Or you fell back? Or you doing some other mission still with the RPC? And why your name is not being mentioned? Do you have a fallout with somebody? Because if you have a fallout with one, or you fall out with the whole team, then this could answer. We don't want to sit here and assume. We already know it's the problem somewhere. So we want to get down to the bottom of it for the history books. You know what I'm saying? Because now I keep hearing shit, and it's like, okay, we're going to get Chopper to tell his story. That's why everybody coming up there to tell his story, and salute DJ Scripts. You get what I'm saying? Because he just ran into the wrong motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers came in the culture and ran into the wrong motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Taking advantage and doing all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So salute him, salute Ed, salute everybody that came up here, man, told their story. That's all it is, telling your story. And this shit, like Chip said, this shit gonna be here forever when we gone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When we gone, we might not have another generation right behind us, but see, we're gonna be in the books. We took a negative to a positive, so we're gonna be spinning. 30, 40, 50 years, we're gonna be spinning it. And guess what? That generation might be like, yo, they was inspired for some shit they saw on social media 30, 40 years ago. And guess what? shit done popped in place and it's taking off again, and they researching and they following. You never know. So this is your opportunity, bro. We just want to know from people. If you want to be like, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But we just want to know.
You got questions, so I mean, I answer the questions.
No doubt.
At the beginning of RPC, I was 100, right? 100, and that stretch was for a little while, a good while. But then I wasn't 100. Certain things started to happen in my family, and that's really the gist.
Departure?
No, that's really the gist of why I didn't want to get into it, because it was family related. So more or less, I just like eased up, and then I didn't realize. Now I know that I was actually dealing with depression, and I didn't know, because coming from the background I come from, that's not something. It's not real. It's not. You know what I mean? Or if it is, that's some crazy madhouse thing. It's not real. So dealing with now, knowing that I was dealing with that like for a long time, way before RPC and all that, it explained to me why I'm making moves that's not stand-up moves. And, you know, the inconsistency was one of them. So I don't have a problem answering the question as far as that. That's part of history. And the fact was that, you know, I set off RPC, and me and Classic made...
Hold that thought real quick. CMB, you know, Lobraska, you know, definitely
salute. Omaha.
Happy born day, man.
You already, bro.
Day, you know, make sure you
happy birthday.
Yeah, to celebrate life and all that good stuff, man. So CMB, definitely enjoy your B-Day, man. But yeah, back.
Don't go out there popping them fucking pills, man. That fentanyl and all that shit, man.
No, absolutely not.
Salute, bro. Enjoy your birthday.
Boy. Okay.
He gonna cuss me out.
Pull up. Love you too, pal. You already know. The crazy little basket, man.
You already know.
All right, Chopper.
Yo.
One thing I want to say.
Chopper in the building, man. Chopper is in the building.
All of us.
Just to let y'all know.
All of us have, I'm going to say, PTSD. You know, we all have a fair share of things that happen, you know, whether it's the loss of a loved one, whatever it is that threw us in the funk, right?
It's how you handle it.
Now, my question is, as a founder, you know, as the leader, right? When that took place, how did you notify your team? Because that's very important. If you got a group of guys and girls that's out there putting their neck and everything, putting their all out, you know, was it a phone? Did you call them? Did you write a letter? Listen, I need to take a leave of absence. What was your way of notifying the team that I just need a few to get myself together?
All right.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, good question. Great question. The lines of communication for me is always open, but you have different levels of communication in any organization. You know what I mean? You got some people that you call all the time. You got some people you don't even call, but when you see them, it's love. That's the same in RPC. So as far as me communicating my situation, which I did not want to, because it was family related, because this is another thing about it that I'm learning now. It causes you to isolate yourself from people, the very people who can help you. So that's why I'm so serious about it now, and I'm so passionate about it now and making it a life work. But that's a whole, you know, another story. It causes you to actually do that and hurt people that can actually help you, family, organization, you know, RPC, and that's what actually happened. So yeah, I ain't got no problem speaking on it now publicly, because hopefully it could enlighten somebody else who might be going through something, and I might give you symptoms that you might be recognizing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's 23 years. It's 23 years going on 23 years period that I did not know. You know what I'm saying? So and people was affected by it.
Well, you know, I salute you for sharing that.
Yeah,
with us
yeah,
world,
definitely.
Because because depression and things of the nature is definitely real, and you know, a lot of people don't know how to deal with it because, like you said, they don't recognize that that's what they're actually physically going through.
That's exactly,
and, you know,
yeah.
Watching this episode, they might it might click to them like, you know what?
Yeah.
Damn.
So let me get some. Make sure I heard it clear for the record, right? When you fell back from your team, because you already gave up classic mad props, you know what I mean, doing what he's supposed to do. So when you fell back because you was going through something personal, correct?
Yeah.
And you didn't let your team know.
Didn't know how to handle it, to tell you the truth. But
yeah, you couldn't handle it. So you still, whatever you was going through, you was like, oh shit. And you just didn't let them, you just bounced. Because I'm seeing, you know, for the whole culture, they're like, okay, now this is the reason why they're not talking about, you know, but, you know, you was going through something. Right. You know, did anybody check up on you though?
Like I said, it's that same lines of communication. Those who I communicate with, they communicated with me, you know what I mean? And it was that strong communication that hasn't changed to this day. That's like, good. You know what I mean? Halo, you know what I mean? Classic, you know what I mean?
So was they disappointed though?
What you mean? No, they understood. That's another thing.
The brothers collectively don't mention you. You get what I'm saying?
But they never knew. They never knew.
Oh, they never knew. Okay, so you just vanished. You just said, well, you AWOL.
Right.
What they do? What they do for AWOL, chick?
Oh, when you AWOL, man, they throw you in the brig when they catch you. You know, you get denounced honorable discharge. You know, that's a fact.
There's nothing to stand up about it. But like I said, I'm not. The thing about this is I don't like.
No, I can respect them. I can respect you, and I can respect them.
But
you get what I'm saying?
Hear me out on this. I don't like how it sounds, and this is me because it's another thing is the overthinking. I don't like how it sounds because I don't want it to sound like an excuse. Because you got a lot of heads that use mental health as an excuse. You know, no, I'm not. And then you got people who really going through it, and it throws the whole thing off. So that's why I like to explain. Those who are interested, I will tell you. But I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't mind saying this in a public platform because it's gonna help somebody. But for the most part,
exactly.
I'd rather not come off like I'm trying to make an excuse.
Okay, well, no. Listen, it's your reality. It's your truth.
Right, I know that. I know that, but I also know how I came off and how I come off.
So and unless someone has been diagnosed with depression, they can't tell somebody else how to deal with depression. Mm-hmm. You know, depression is a whole monster. They got psychiatrists that still can't figure out depression and what triggers it and how a person's supposed to react to. You handle it the best way that Chopper knew how to handle it.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
My question to you though is, once you figured out, like, yo, I got this. You fell back from the team, whatever. You know what I mean? You AWOL, bandit. You know what I mean? They what is that called when you go MIA? You know, you MIA. They think you still in Afghanistan somewhere, and now you pop back on the scene. Man.
Hey yo, Lo, what they be having out there? The soldiers, PSTD.
Yeah.
But look, they have that shit, and they AWOL. Where they going, Lo?
To the brig. They still going to the brig. Honorable discharge, man. That's definitely an honorable discharge, man. So my thing is, when you was able to get a hold of this situation, right? Do you feel as a leader, right? As a leader, somebody who, you know, let's just say let's use it in kids' terms. You done bounce from your kids for years, vanished, ain't no child support, no nothing. They think they don't know what the hell happened to you because you ain't communicated, right? You pat back on the scene. how is your children supposed to treat you?
As expected, how they did.
Okay.
You know I mean, hindsight, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
So I now know why, you know what I mean? And I explained this to the team, you know what I mean? Because the thing that you're talking about as far as coming to your senses of realizing what's really going on was last summer. So that's really when I'm realizing, okay, this is what it was. And then that's when I really, you know, a lot happened last year, especially last summer. And I really let me see. I went to a place where it took me to a place where you reach, all right, it's either or, and it was that spot. So I was there, and then that basically caused a reset of my life where I realized now what it was. Because once you know, you can actually hold it and how to deal with it, how to handle it, how to get rid of it. As far as what I called it, the D word, because I don't even give it power like that. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So
I got another question. You know, of course, you know. Listen, people, we just journalists, man. All we're doing is.
So you ain't gonna run out of questions, aren't you?
No. We
you ain't gonna run out of shit.
You know, I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't mind the questions, man. I don't mind it, man. That's what the platform is for.
You're putting yourself on both ends of the spectrum. I'm putting myself.
Nah, but he's the founder, man. So it's
as the leader.
It ain't like you some regular, but we'll let you go ahead and you know.
I'm just saying.
But you's the founder, baby.
I'm just saying, right?
It's only right, yeah.
I fall back from UWL. You know, big boy. I vanish. Basically, I vanish. Right? I don't tell Big Bull and Dog nothing. Right? Here it is. You know, money in the pot, whatever thing. Nothing. I don't tell them. They don't know what the hell going on. They can't get in contact with me. I'm not, relaying information back to them. Right? And then my question is, how long of a period was it? A couple days?
It wasn't a couple days because it was, now that I know, full-blown depression. So it was a stretch. So it was, like I said, it was inconsistency. Months, years at a time. So that's what it was.
Years?
Months, sometimes.
It was inconsistency sounds like it happened multiple times. So you did it multiple times? Like you popped
I did it multiple times, yeah. There was nothing done, man. It was nothing done.
That's important, right there.
Action.
That's very listen. Listen,
yeah, that's very important right there. See, I was just on one block, but you've been around the block several times.
No, let's go back to the kids now. So mind you, Daddy packed back up. He bring a couple teddy bears, couple transform, toys, and then disappear for another few years. Nah, man.
See, that's how the team gonna think, right? If you got kids, are you leaving the house for a period of time? You know, are you leaving your job for a period of time? Okay, so when it comes on my table, I'm gonna be like, yo, listen, did this motherfucker still go to work? All right, I'm fucking with him. He's still going to check on his kids? Is he still taking his kids to the daycare? Yeah, I ain't fucking with him then, but he's leaving us out here to dry. So that's how I will look at it. I can't talk for the RPC team and all of them. So I don't know what you did either because I ain't asked you them questions. So.
Well, evidently,
that was something new,
everybody know, whenever.
But we don't know how to take that depression shit. We don't know,
Now, whenever there's an abandonment circumstance, there's repercussions behind that. So, however they handle that, whatever occurred, that's all PC business. I'm not trying to get knee deep into what occurred, but
yeah.
I will say this, right? It is hard. It is hard, very hard to watch somebody slap you in your face, say I'm sorry, and then come back and slap you again with the other hand. And then say I'm sorry, and then turn around a few years later and slap you with the other hand. After a while, them sorries start to become null and void because you put us through this pain so many times. We out here, we a team. We're supposed to be grown. We're supposed to be doing this together as a unit, and in the middle of
you
war,
the founder. Let's get this straight. You the founder. Okay, just remember that.
Yeah,
part of the founders, or you one of the founders, or you the founder, don't matter. You know what I mean? Whatever you going, if you can fucking eat and wash your ass every morning, that's how deep when it comes to me. It ain't no fucking excuse. Pick up the phone, yo, bro. Fucked up, I'm going through something. I got to boom, 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 boom. I got some personal shit I'm going through, but I'm checking in. I'm letting you know. I don't know if you did that. You know, that's like I said, that's private. Now we could paint a better picture of who's Chopper, you know, and I'm glad you came up, pulled up, and explained yourself and all that. So, you know, the more you let out, the more it's understandable, you know, and I know them some good brothers over there. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that was done, like I said, as far as letting heads know what was done. It wasn't done to everybody because of that whole communication line that I was talking about earlier.
All right. So,
but at the last year, I just put out something for the team, you know what I mean, and that was for everybody. But as far as like falling back and stuff, because it wasn't even intentional, but it's something it's hard to explain because you see yourself doing things that you don't necessarily want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's something where you now can I don't even like to explain it because it sounds like some, you know, sucker shit. But
no, it's good to explain it, but because other people probably going through the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know people are, but I mean,
yeah. So it's good to explain it so they know how to deal with it. That's why we here. That's a part of why we here. You know what I mean? To shine a light on shit, just like the fucking soap. You know what I mean? Yeah, we shine.
I'm curious about something though. Yeah, when you was Rack's cameraman, did you go MIA and that's why y'all had the falling out?
Or, yeah, did you have the
all right, now hold up. Falling out.
Or for whatever, like you said, he anointed you as a low life photographer. I'm just saying what you said.
Anointed? It wasn't no ceremony, man. It was it was just.
I don't want to say he gave you your low life photographer.
He gave you a low hug. Yeah. Gave you a low hug and said, "Yo, you my camera guy. Take them shots."
No, I'm just saying, you know, so evidently something occurred for you not to be taking pictures at
Enough flow, salute.
Was it a job?
PC in the building, you heard?
Was it like a paid apprenticeship program, or it was just like
chill, man?
Listen, the people want to know. The people in the chat
killing me right now.
Listen, people in the chat asking all type of questions. They want to know.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just relaying some of the questions that they want to know. They want, you know,
that's cool.
What occurred with the camera situation? Did he come in?
Because we know you were taking pictures, right? He was at the event.
We fell back we fell back. The relationship fell back. It wasn't no, yo, son, me and you. Yeah, I mean, nah, it wasn't. We fell back. I'm not gonna explain the technicalities of it though. That's why I'm laughing. But
okay, yeah. Just let us know. If you ain't gonna explain it, yeah, we don't want to keep on. Yeah, okay, all right.
Chip is killing me. Go ahead, Chip, man. Go ahead go ahead.
Nah, because you know everybody know you was a cameraman, but we like, okay, I know you was inspired to be there to take pictures for free, right? He wasn't paying you to take pictures, so you was. I'm just assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, you know, because I'm thinking of me outside in, right? If I'm a camera guy.
That's why the fallback happened. That's why the fallback
You know, these dudes over here with bad logo and all that shit.
So you thinking you out there burning up your time and sweat and getting all the proper angles and ain't getting the dollar. And I understand now. Man, fuck this camera shit.
We're going to assume, but.
No beef. Just
did he pay you? All right, he didn't pay you. Okay, you fell back. I mean.
Okay.
That's what that was. It wasn't no. Yeah,
like I said, even this.
Listening to you making me laugh. That's why I'm listening because I knew it wasn't no beat.
No, I didn't see. I didn't know this. You know,
and I'm like, why you didn't get down with Racketum? You know what I'm saying? If you was the camera guy, you could have, stepped up. Y'all want to be a part of this shit? Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we looking for that window. Like how you just go get that close to Rack and just boom. You get what I'm saying?
Like you got kicked out the whip.
That's the same shit. That's what a lot of brothers went through, right? They go through some shit, bullshit go down. You know what? Let me go over here and assemble my team.
It's a good
you know what I'm saying? So that's why we asking you these questions, but I guess you on the defense.
Nah, I'm laughing because I like bring the questions. Bring the questions is cool. Like the question.
No, the question was what happened? Like, okay, you could come up with anything, whatever you want. Yo, nigga wasn't paying me, and I was making moves over here. Somebody was paying me, so I left because we trying to find out. Damn, you was that close. Because I'm looking at it like, damn, you coming through and I ain't paying you to take pictures. I'm gonna probably open up the door for you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking the wrong question. Would you just taking pictures like at the barbecue and like Low Goose, or would you traveling taking pictures?
We was doing all type of joints. We did pictures.
I mean, you coming from the fucking Bronx,
right?
That's
like I said,
traveling.
It was so
that relationship over.
Traveling shit.
Yeah, nah, I'm burning up my gas coming from the Bronx, riding 6-7 trains to get in town, taking 6 hours of pictures, and you ain't giving me shit, and I gotta pay for a plate of food. It's over, man. It's a wrap. It's over. Nah, I'm done. I'm done.
Big Guns. Salute, Guns.
So, no doubt, life for Guns.
That's what it was, man. So it wasn't nothing. Like I said, it wasn't even nothing serious. It just felt like, okay, there's nothing happening here.
All right, so I mean, it's all making sense, yo. It's all
we definitely it was a good thing. I know I had talked to you one day. You said you was going up to meet up with the RLPC team to do a drive, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw you present there helping the brothers out on that drive. Is that right?
Come again.
You went up there. Remember we were talking, you said you're gonna go up there to the drive or event. You was going up there to talk to RPC to the event. They was giving that was a give back,
right?
Or a polo event.
Yeah. Sorry about yeah. Nah, that was RPC jumbo. You talking about in New York, right?
Yeah.
When I was in DC.
Yeah. You told me you was going up there to an event. That was a give back or like a polo event, because I know you was going up there to help them out the last time I talked to you. Did you go?
Nah, me and him spoke about that also, but that's a whole nother thing. We spoke on that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I thought I saw you at the event and shit. I must have been bugged. It must have been somebody else with dreads.
I wasn't Chopper, man.
Oh, okay. I swear I thought I said, oh shit, okay, brother up there helping the brothers. Okay, it wasn't even you. That's crazy. See, that's why I see it's good to have brothers from the horse's mouth, man, to get a lot of stuff straight. You know what I'm saying? Shan God, salute.
No doubt. I'm like I said, I'm definitely. We definitely learned a lot. Like I said, I'm quite sure.
Classic, salute, 90s.
In your interview.
Oh, what drive? I guess it wasn't a drive. I guess it was an event.
What I'm saying is, whatever the case may be, however, I can see both sides and I understand. And
yeah, definitely.
And respectfully, like I said, ROPC, and I'm gonna make sure I say this again for those who don't know. RLPC was part of the reasons why ULL was started doing drives. I'll make sure I give them the honorable mention when it comes to that, because for me, it was something that was spectacular to see.
That's right for me too. You know what I mean? The OGs should be proud of shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and want to do it themselves to show the younger brothers and sisters coming up. So
it was definitely honorable. And, you know, like I said, they done collab with us on several events on the give back and so on and so forth, man. I salute them guys, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jerry, man.
You know,
Jerry, where you at?
Again, this salute Uncle Dis. Listen, no flow, salute. Listen, we are this is not a tear another person down platform. This is just to find out the truth and in history how to formulate and how to address certain people. Like prior to you introducing yourself to me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't hearing no chopper. And that's because, you know, probably a lot of people, you know, I ain't hear. But when it came to RPC, I respected the forefront runners who are seen on deck. Now, if you telling me, listen, I'm general, I was a leader, but when it came time to war, you in the bushes somewhere, you in a whole nother. There was no acknowledgement.
Yeah, that's war. Yeah,
that's so
because there was stuff. Yeah. As far as that's concerned, there's stuff because I wanted to focus on the early period of RPC because that's what the focus is.
Okay. You know, and
when
like I said,
when you mentioned what you mentioned there as far as a leader being there for his team, that was the case. Like I told you, like at the beginning, I rep for my team 100. It wasn't all smooth when we started. Everybody knows that. And I let everybody know where my heart was. And that was not a question. As far as people that know me, it's still not a question.
Okay. My other question is, now we keep hearing first 9 born, the 9 born, the 9, the 9, the 9. Did any of the 9, along with yourself, go MIA as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When they took their OAS or the MIA, were you repping 100% at that time? And if so, how did you respond to them going MIA?
No, I just people had different life situations. I just understood that and just let it be. I don't, if you got to, take care of yourself, you just do. Some people let some people don't. But I just, it's like, okay, that's what it was. It wasn't too much thought on it neither. It was just like you going through something. All right, cool. That's what it was. That's what it was. Oh snap, son! I ain't seen you in years. What's good? How your family? I mean, that's what it was. But what I'm saying with me is not an excuse. Because like I said, I know I'd hurt people. So that's an understanding that needs to be clear that I get that part. You dig? So it was something that's how serious it is that you can be 100%, think you're 100% right in one aspect and be way off and be like certain. So that was the case with me. So the reaction, I expected. Now that I look at it, it's common sense. It makes sense. It's human reaction. Every reaction is reaction. That's what it was.
Yeah. So to this day, right now, right? For the last couple of years, you've been seeing your team that you was a part of. Do you feel like you missing
Nah.
This opportunity right here?
Well, again, like I'm gonna focus on the early. I'm gonna answer that question, but I'm gonna focus on the early. No, I'm missing opportunity. No, they doing their thing. RPC's doing their thing. Me missing opportunity to do my thing with them.
Yeah, with them, like being back part of the team. You know what I'm saying? Are you looking at it like, okay, yeah, I fucked up. I ain't no excuses, but damn, I'm looking at it like, wow, this shit done grew. These niggas done did some beautiful things in the community and all that. And I wish, I'd have knew
too, though. That's the thing. I was a part of that too.
Oh, you was a part of it too? See, it's a lot of see what I mean? I wouldn't ask you the question if I knew. So I didn't know that.
No, I was a part of starting that. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like when you're talking about like give backs, we're talking about something totally different. We're not talking about what Guns started. I'm talking about before. Just having a love for where you came from, because the whole idea was that we sat.
So Guns didn't start to give back. You was doing it before.
No. Guns didn't start that. He started that aspect, but the whole idea was there from the inception. It just was done in different ways. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I had ideas for it. You know,
let me make sure I'm understanding.
Before RPC existed, I had ideas as far as giving back is concerned.
I understand.
So you was a part of that. That's what you saying?
No. Low. Listen, think about it. Let me break this down. So let's use Christopher Columbus, right? Christopher Columbus had an idea that the world was more people out there. So he took his voyage and then claimed the land that the Indians was already in, right? So my thing with Chopper, he had the idea. But Guns and the rest of the team is the one that pulled his idea. He didn't preach his idea to them, but he thought about it. But he kind of I don't know if he let the team know.
So he didn't preach.
No. Hold up, stop guessing. Don't guess. I just tell you because y'all just guessing. Let me tell you what happened, please. Classic again. Classic was spearheaded. Classic has a lot of Classic is a good man.
Okay. Shout out to Classic.
Shout out to the General Classic.
Shout out to Classic. Classic has a lot of experience with
true and living founder of RPC. Per se, because that's somebody who, when it comes to active, we'll make sure we say
and holding it down,
Right. So Classic again has a lot of experience as far as organizations concerned. Y'all know he has his own thing as far as his clubs is concerned, with his bikes or cars or whatever. Same thing with Guns. He got his own thing going on as far as organizations is concerned. So those things are understandable and expected that they would start that, and it's peace and love for that, because that was all RPC. So as far as RPC and how it looks, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as giving back, because that was the vibe before all of them came on. So the fact that it's actually happening is just beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. It's actually like a corny terms, a dream come true on you know what I'm saying? Because that's literally what I dreamed it would be.
All right. So now, we had a point of the interview where we done asked as much as I could possibly ask based on what we know. Right? Now, I'm looking in the chat. We got several ROPC members here, respectfully, and that's because, true and living, they out there, they putting in the work. And by all means, if anybody was out there talking about ULL and I'm still active, I would want an opportunity to ask some questions, or if I heard something that wasn't, probably didn't go just that way, I might want the opportunity.
You heard some controversial, you want to know the truth.
Yes. So
he said yes.
we got some questions. My thing is, are you comfortable? Because this is your interview. Are you comfortable with us dropping the link and one of them coming up and asking some questions, or you want them to send the question from the chat and you answer it that way?
Well, now you're getting with personal RPC business. So here's the thing. Me and RPC already had a we dealt with me and RPC and that whole thing that you're asking for. So that's RPC business. So RPC acts and RPC business on a public platform. I'm not really with that.
Gotcha. No disrespect to the RPC members, but you know, again, this is an open platform. Anytime that they got access.
Yeah, they just ask questions. That's totally
yeah,
like I said,
I'm gonna respect your wishes and we're gonna make sure
that's what it is. They know what it is. It's just something that we don't.
No doubt, we're gonna make sure. So, Chopper, we'll take this time and salute you.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up.
It was needed. More is needed because, like I said, I want to really talk about that whole mental health thing. I want to talk about.
Take your time, bro. Take your time, and when you're ready, because you're gonna have,
so we definitely could do, part 2 and really get into mental health because, like I said, not to use it as an excuse, but now I kind of realize that some of the things I do, I might be dealing with, some forms of PTSD, man.
Talk to a therapist, sir.
Yeah, I think
normalize that in the local community. Yeah, that's what I'm about.
The only thing that no matter what I'm going through, I have a responsibility as a leader. I'm not going to abandon my team. There's no low left behind when it comes to me, And I give.
Chip, we just spoke on that, Chip.
Yeah, I'll give a prime example, right?
Chip.
Listen.
That, man.
December 29th, I had the car accident.
Chip rubbing it in, Chopper.
Rubbing it in.
You let me have it, man. You let me go ahead, Chip.
Listen,
You're a founder, Chopper. Let's get back to you. A founder. You're not just founder.
I'm just talking.
You was a founder, so you got to get rubbed, picked up, all that, bro. That's like me. If I did it, man.
All right. We do got some questions from the chat.
As long as you know I made it. This is why I don't, because it sounds like an excuse.
No.
That's why I don't like to talk about it.
The people want to know where you from.
Bronx.
You from the Bronx? So
Manchester, Boston Road, that area, pretty much West Indian, mostly Jamaican community. I rose up in that community, exposed to music, playing music. Music is a heavy part of my life.
So you like a selected DJ? You know me. You can't say them things around me too much because I get into dub plates and all that other stuff.
Man, please.
I ain't trying to do that tonight.
Why not?
I ain't trying to do that tonight.
Why not?
That's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole nother episode.
Okay. There's a different set of dub plates over here, but that's a whole next episode. So,
let me see whatever questions we got in the chat. Anything involving like all PC, I'm gonna let the all PC active members answer those questions because there's no way the active members of all PC, they can answer some of the questions that's being asked in the chat. I don't. Let's see. Oh, okay. What are some future endeavors that you per se either you're thinking about or things that you actually have in the works that you plan on doing?
Your personal life, and if you connect it to the culture and you building with anybody, because I don't go with titles. These names RLPC, ULL, this, that. I don't go with that shit. You know what I mean? I fuck with everybody, and we want to build, we gonna build. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
good question, Chip, because you was the one that dropped that jewel, that whole idea of doing more or less like a banquet setting for the homeless.
Okay.
That's still in the making, and that's gonna happen. But I have some other projects that I'm about to work on. I already do stuff as far as give back on Saturdays.
Yeah, I see one of your
recent. And that's in DC. That's in DC.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah. He out there with you, Chip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to one of the nice events to sit down and to show that me. I network. I'm willing to. If you're out there doing something positive, I'm willing to assist.
All right, because I got something I'm about to do real soon as far as the homeless, and it has to do with emergency blankets, emergency sleeping bags out here in DC. So I'm gonna talk to you about that.
Okay.
When we get off.
Okay. That's what's up.
Any like I said, I want to make sure I leave.
So for the record, Chopper, are you? So right now you're not a part of RLPC.
Here we go. I'm gonna call you. I can't think of the name right now.
Nah, I mean, this is it. We closing out.
Bro, I know.
Now that's why they still your brothers.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
RLPC is in his heart.
I created RLPC. RLPC is in my chest.
Okay.
Okay, you created RLPC, so are you an active member or a non?
Look here, I see the all. Look at Arsenio.
He cannot answer that question. Respectfully. That's RLPC business. We're gonna let RLPC. The active member.
I mean, it's public. You're a part of a team. I think that's public. The followers all over the seas. They want to know: are you a part of RLPC? So when they see you at an event in the city in the motherfucking Nike store, they like, yo, salute, yo, Polo, RLPC, boom, boom. But if you not, just going, what up, brother? What's your name? Chopper? What up, Chop? Boom, boom.
You can see the screen, Chopper. Like, I just want you to know these questions ain't Chip just pulling things out there.
Yeah, nah.
The question is, what is your status?
My status is what I said. It's in my chest.
Inactive.
End of story.
Huh?
I'm gonna say it again.
RLPC.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
RLPC for life.
Let me just clarify because he doesn't.
Yeah.
I founded RLPC. RLPC is in my chest. Period. There's nothing else to say.
You heard that? We couldn't really hear it, but what did he say, Chip?
He
founded RLPC. RLPC is, I don't know if he say he's tatted on his chest or that shit is in his heart. You know what I'm saying? See, I can't really hear you and shit, but
the questions
y'all heard it.
The questions y'all asking, right? Is gonna cause RLPC business to come out public.
It don't matter what you say, my brother. It don't matter what we come up here and say. You're gonna have somebody say something. I don't care what you say. Somebody like, no,
of course.
That nigga wasn't in the 9, or he wasn't this and he wasn't that. You're gonna get that. But we getting it from Chopper perspective. You know what I mean? For the history. So if they want to come up and be like, nah, it didn't go down like that, that's from their perspective. Yeah. But your perspective is here and now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I thought I don't think that's a bad question to let the followers who's tuning in, yo, is he RLPC? I mean, he might be still cool with the brothers. He go to the event, support, hit him, but is he active in RLPC? You get what I'm saying?
We're gonna leave that question unanswered. The only answer
my job is to shoot it.
we know for a fact he is no longer the low-life cameraman. Let him know, Chopper. let that shit be known. Rack, do not have you
God.
with them lowercase L's taking pictures, running around, burning out your motherfucking gas for the culture. Let him know, man. Listen, people in the chat, he is not no damn cameraman for the culture.
Oh, my goodness. That's like decades. Yeah, that's a couple decades.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nah. Shit, if I was a cameraman, I saw these niggas some low down, I'm coming to get them flicks. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I gotta do to get them pictures. Shit.
You know, that contract is null and void. You know, we're gonna leave. Listen, Chopper.
That's not even thought of, man. No problem.
Definitely, man. We had a ball.
That's right. Y'all heard it, man. Chopper is RPC for life, man. It's in his fucking heart. He's the founder. He's the creator. Yeah, so he always RLPC, and this is for the record. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is for the record. So he loves RLPC, bro.
And he
hopefully one day you can know what I'm saying. You can sit down with the brothers and
he's fully aware
and make it work.
All the hurt and pain that he caused, and by his actions, he gonna show different. That's how by his actions, he gonna show different. Y'all stay tuned. You know, more money on Chopper. You know, I'm just saying, because any one of us could, fall off or whatever, lose focus.
Yeah, Shangar, he the founder. He the founder of RPC. The beginning RPC founder. So just like Chopper, that's why I said it's important. The brother Shannon was asking Disco, like I said earlier, all these questions. There's a lot of brothers from originals from different parts. It's like when they hear your name and shit and all that, no, and you got everybody, this one, no. Hold on, man. Let's reach out to Chopper. Let's reach out to this brother. Let's reach out to this shit and get this shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being enlightened while I'm up here from DJ Scripts, from all these brothers from different sets. It's a beautiful thing because that's history, not just original low lives or this set or that set. It's the whole culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Being recorded. This is forever right here, son. The brothers don't want to come up. Remember, 2-3 years down the road, it's going to be, you don't know how many followers going to be following this. They're going to be all into this shit. All into the history. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we might have to charge motherfuckers to come up on the platform. We sending the elevator down, but send the check up first. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we appreciate you pulling up. You know what I mean? Getting the record straight. RLPC, salute RLPC and all that. Chopper's here. He's the beginner. He's the founder. He's the creator. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Almost the word.
I just fuck with you, bro.
I'm just saying,
allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Nah,
T-shirt with that.
Like I said, man.
Nah, man. Yeah. It's all love, bro. It's all love, son.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace and love, man. Peace and love.
There was a huge lesson was learned today. Sometimes, like I said, a lot of painful situations, everybody handle them differently. And, I think, I don't want to put words in there, but I think your team misses you and your guidance and things of that nature. Just by your actions now, I never knew RLPC to slam the door in nobody's face that ain't sure enough violate, So, we'll see.
But if guns at the door, that shit gonna get slammed.
Yeah,
you gotta get guns out the way. You gotta move guns out.
The enforcer. The enforcer. RPC enforcer.
Enforcers, bro.
Big
You gotta get guns and life right behind them.
Yeah, big guns and life for the enforcers. You know, we can say what we want to say.
But, say what we want to say. Oh man, I hear you, man. Clear and loud.
But you know,
now we're just having a good time, bro. Like I said, man, we all need to get along and build and unite.
No, I respect the fact that he took the interview, man. Like, you know, he really.
Nah, right. You know how much pressure out there from RPC.
He could have been a pre-record, man.
Came up, bro. That's what it's all about.
He came live and direct, man.
He came to ask a question.
Oh,
man.
Somebody want to know how many members.
Unknown.
How many members?
Unknown.
You don't know. He's not active right now.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not known is really what I mean.
No, really what it means is just so many. Because they, you know.
Oh, it's so many? Yeah, you're right.
No, I do got one question.
I
don't know if you're allowed to answer this, but when a person is in probation, like trying to try out for the all PC team, are they considered an all PC member?
No.
Or
no.
That's not
No.
Oh. I know you double L, you know. You ain't in the pot.
You on probation.
Yeah,
you on probation. That's it.
You know,
you're on probation.
You rep, but you're not RPC until you RPC.
Okay.
Say no more. Say no more. And once you RPC for life or what?
Man, listen.
I guess from the founder standpoint. Yeah.
I have an ideology of RPC that's abstract, man. You dig?
Well, we're gonna have to sit down with him. Maybe we can get you back over there, man. You know what I mean?
No problem. I don't have a problem answering questions, man. You just know.
No, we're gonna go sit down with the high ups in RPC and hire us to be your attorneys, and we're gonna go over there and represent and men the pain, man. You know, Guns and Life is reasonable and classic. They definitely reasonable individuals, and you know, out of the respect that we have for RPC, we're gonna go and advocate for you to you know, for them to give you their blessings, for you to you know, even if they made you a probie, you know, put you back like a probationary period, you know. The army would have did that.
All right.
They would have took.
You know, would have been dope too, my brother. You know, you see how you got your depression and all that going on, right? like I said, man, when you expose it, you know, a lot of people going. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going through the shit. All that shit we done been through in the streets. You know, we don't know what the fuck we going through. Sometimes we snap, and you know what I mean, and you know.
There's one thing that you there's one advantage you can say you have as far as whether or not you know you have it, and that is community. Remember me saying that one of the things that community. One of the things that it does, it causes you to isolate yourself from the very people that you love and who can help you, which means you're isolating yourself from that community. So when you have that community, that basically it fends off, more or less destroys the factors that build or make depression, because isolating yourself is one of the main things to enable and you know, cause depression to continue.
Yeah, I almost not got depression.
I could imagine if somebody got that and bipolar, we really fucked up then.
Check a therapist, man. Therapist. There needs to be like a low therapist in the low community.
We can't afford all that shit though.
Nah, but you'd be surprised. It's not even about. They got free therapists.
Therapist is a blunt and afford.
Listen,
that was not therapist.
Yeah, reaching out.
I'm glad.
Any volunteers
running in Bloomingdale's was the therapy.
I'm glad that we having this interview. Therapy is free now. Free, 100% free. There's a literal site, freetherapy.com, literally. So you can literally get free. It's not even a thing of money no more. So if you just want to find out if you got You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can definitely
Yeah.
Let me get, you know what? Because I don't have the information offhand, but
Son,
when you post this, I'll
let
put the
me
link in
find
there.
out if I got that shit.
Yeah,
Word up, man. We
not,
need that info.
Listen.
That's important. I like that right there.
I need you to know something.
What's that?
The things that we went through as a people, whether it's from the islands or from over here, the things that we went through caused PSTD, as he said, post-traumatic stress disorder. Only thing is post-traumatic slave disorder. So whether or not we know it, we can be chilling, living normally, successful, and still have it. A lot of these young people, the young people that you see right now, especially the young men, a lot of the things that they're doing are signs. Those are signs of crying out that they have it. All right, so it's not like it's way heavier than you think. I'm working on something on this thing. It's a life work. I'm working on a documentary about how I was fooled by it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just a thing. It's big. It's a life changing thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Because I appreciate you sharing that with us. Yeah, appreciate you sharing that with us, man.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. More people need to. Because like I said,
real.
If I'd have known, I'd have been probably still on some. Yeah, that's not me. But at least it would have been a seed in my mind. I didn't have that because it wasn't real. It's really until the COVID came that the whole thing really, as far as mental health awareness in the Black community became a thing. Before that, it was a joke or whatever. So now people taking it seriously because they saw the effect that it had on people during the COVID crisis. So. Hopefully the thing is to get the thing out there and stop making it weird, because it was weird to me. So I know what it's like to hear, yo, check a therapist. It's like a joke. I laughed at that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, maybe part 2, you can have that information, and might have a couple other things you want to share. Productive shit. You know what I'm saying? Positive, productive shit. People know what you got on, a little update and all that. But like we said, man, appreciate you pulling up. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yo, it's my pleasure, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Peace to the platform, peace to the ULL movement, peace to RPC, peace to every movement in the ULL movement. You know what I mean? Just do something positive.
So you out there in DC and Baltimore, man, reach out to these brothers, man. Help out. You know what I mean? Unite. And let's put that work in. DC in the building, you heard?
Right.
Wow, salute.
Salute, man. Listen, appreciate everybody pulling up.
Daniel. Yeah, salute to the whole chat, man. Y'all got the chat lit.
Peace to the chat,
listen. Thank God, salute, bro.
Peace and love to everybody in the chat.
The chat out of control
already, man. Chop in the building, you heard? Listen,
definitely, man. That's one thing about RLs. They pull up for themselves, man.
Pull up.
They pull up. That's what's up.
Talking about RLs, bro. They in the backyard like this, about the.
That's what it is, man. It's always been.
All antennas go up.
It's always been, man. Something different about RPC, man. People know that.
Yeah, it is, bro. It is. We need that in the culture, though. We need the RPC, man. What would we be right now, man? Look around, bro. Every piece is valuable, man. They don't know it. Every piece is valuable, man. It's like a big puzzle. The whole fucking globe, man. The whole universe.
All the ladies, everybody, man. Everybody in the culture that's doing something productive, man, shout it out, man. We appreciate y'all. Man, it's so much,
Yeah, it is, man.
At the end of the day,
I didn't even know we almost fucking here, almost 2 hours, bro.
Yeah. The message of the day, though, man. Today's message, y'all make sure y'all understand this, man. Under no circumstance, do not
Here we go.
pick up the soap, man. Whatever you do,
why is that the title, though?
Pick up.
Chip, why is that the title, though? That's an ill title, man.
Listen.
That's my title. You know what I'm saying? Like, there you go.
Whatever you do, man, do not pick up the soap, man. At all. Ever.
Yeah, don't pick up the soap, bro.
Nah, man. Let that shit be, man. Let it be.
Oh man,
salute,
crazy.
No
Man.
doubt. Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate the pull-ups. You know, there's too many to pretty much name. You know,
something. Let me say something before we finish.
Uh-oh.
Because there's a lot of it's obvious there's a lot of tension in the ULL community. I'm not talking about RPC. I'm just talking about in general. I saw something that could actually, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I saw something that could help. That whole controversial.
Help with what?
As far as the tension, different tensions, different teams. You know what I'm saying? There's different things going on. There's different beefs and all that.
Okay.
Here's my little my little remedy to that. Two people that don't get along, have them do something as far as community service is concerned together. That's me wilding out right now. What y'all think?
All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call that nigga Guns, and I'm gonna send Guns down there to help you do that drive in DC.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? That would be huge for the culture. Baby. Guns and Lifer.
Guns and Lifer, man.
Listen, we showing up in full of.
Come on down.
Check this out.
I'm glad baby. RL to the world.
That's y'all. But listen to this, right? In general, like any problems anybody got, put them together and do something peaceful, something about peace and love for the community. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? Not just that.
We would love that, man. We would love that, bro.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hear that? Somebody
I'm just throwing that out, just throwing that out.
All right, I'm glad you threw it out there. If somebody reach out to my good brother Rack Low and let him know, the next event we expect to have him, we're gonna do something alongside him, in the name of out of respect for the culture, man. There's that we all unity, just like the peace video, we all unity, man. We're gonna put all our differences to the side and work together, man. We're gonna lead from the front. Rack Low,
show love, man. That's it. It's challenge to show love. You know what I'm
the
saying?
community wants your interview. So, when you leave France, with the low life sneakers, come on up here and explain, the new low life sneakers to us, man. Is they upside down Pumas? What is them?
Yo, I'm gonna sign off.
Nah, listen. We done had this cameraman. We need rock.
Off the chain, man.
Y'all bringing
me back. Y'all bringing me back is what really it is. This is some original.
Listen, we need Rack Low to come on up here, and we want the come promote the low life sneakers abroad, the low life brand. Get yourself a fresh pair. How much they cost? Anybody in the chat got some low life sneakers? No, I'm gonna reach out behind the scenes, man. Salute. Chopper, appreciate you, man.
Once again, Chopper, man.
It was fun, man. I know y'all had a blast, man. You, bro. I know y'all have fun.
Appreciate you, man. Keep pushing, keep doing your 1-2, bro.
All right, I'll see you all.
You're always welcome back. You heard? Just tap in. We have open mics, tap in, bro. You might have an idea. Tap in.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna talk to Chip about some ideas. I want to do some give back stuff out here that I'm actually already starting as far as planning and stuff. I just want you with it. So
all right.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely chat.
Okay, say no more.
We want all
right, salute to the chat, man. Salute to y'all brothers, man.
Definitely.
McGon, yeah. McGon.
I was gonna bless my load. You know what? This is the last thing I'm gonna do before I bounce.
All right, do your thing, Loader.
One last thing, to get the people something. This at the end of the video, and I learned one thing, right? About these videos. About these videos and so on and so forth, and when you sharing things, right? So listen, right? Shout out to to Melody. He sat down and he put out a banger, and for the culture, R.I.P. Ski Black, you know, all other fallen soldiers and soldierettes.
Rest
You
in
know,
peace to the fallen.
I'm gonna share this real quick. We're gonna give you a hype and then we logging out.
You already know it. You already blow it. Your fucking L's are 2 L's Brooklyn. Love. You
already know, man.
Lissies. Meows. Lissies. Blow light. RFK.
For the culture. For everybody.
Lissies. 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 What he should have said. Lissies.
What he should have said.
Lissies. I'm a pro in the city. On me out like I'm Billy.
Yeah.
Shopping bags with the lists.
All right,
Give me the look
Billy.
like I'm Biggie. Suicides, Cressies, Stadium P-Wing Herdies.
Y'all already know, man, for the culture.
I'm G in your store with no mercy. Macy's, Bloomies, outlets, Lizzie's, P-Wings, Teddy's, Suicides, Cookies. The henchman in low like I'm Jimmy. RLPC like I'm Nitty. Son, I go boosting like Billy. My little pro roller committee. I'm a pro in the city.
You know, y'all can go find that. Y'all definitely can go find that. You know, shout out to Low Box, man. So on YouTube, you know what I mean? Going up there, get that for the culture. Man, listen. You know, shout out to Los Lauren too, man. Putting on big for the culture, man. Low Murder, you know, we definitely need to get you up here. You know, y'all putting on for the culture real heavy. And anybody that's doing something productive for the culture, man, y'all more than welcome to come up here and talk about you and your team and your music, whatever the case may be, man. You know, shoot, the link for Vox video, sheesh. Just type in Lindsay Lowbox. It'll pop up on YouTube. Other than that, let me see. Yeah, I'm about to run up out of here, man. Listen, give me something to eat. Chopper.
Yes, sir.
Stay focused, man. Listen,
I am, bro. It's a life. It's a life now. It's a life.
Stay focused, man. You know, and like I said, we're gonna talk.
Definitely, man. Definitely gonna talk because things are gonna go happen because it's a life now, like I said. So it's not a one-time thing. It's not an RPC thing either. It's a life thing now. You know what I mean?
Man, oh man, you know, I could imagine the inbox gonna be off the chain over this video, but we ready. All right, y'all.
All right, man.
We out. On that note, you know, we're gonna go ahead and just close it out. Y'all have a good one, man. We catch y'all on the next live.
Life, low life, life, super drive, life. This is low life.